Namaste, Vedashtaji, everybody. Okay, Pranam. We are going to start. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Patam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vatarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Beta Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Ukaro Anthakaro Vairukarastan Nivartakaha अंधकार निरोधित्वात् गुरुरित्य विधीयते ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति 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 ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यतायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ओम शांति 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 ओम प्रज्ञानां शुप्रदाने स्थिरचरनिकरव्याप्तिभिर्व्याप्य लोकान् भुक्त्वा भोगान् स्तविष्ठान् पुनरभितिषणोद्भासितान् कामजन्यान् विद्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् स्वविधिमधुरभुङ् मायया भोजयन्नः माया संज्ञास्तुरीयम् परममृतमजं ब्रह्म यत्तन्नतोऽस्मि यो विश्वात्मा विदिज विषयान् प्राश्य भोगान् स्तविष्टान् पश्चाच्चान्यान् स्वमिति विभवान् ज्योतिषा स्वेन सूक्ष्मान् सर्वानेतान् पुनरभिशनैः स्वप्मनि स्थापयित्वा हित्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् विगतगुणगणः पात्वसौ नस्तुरीयः Okay, we'll start now. Bit late I am today, but fine. Okay. I was just watching some news of this singer who passed away today. Okay. We are seeing Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad, and we are in the verse number 24 in the third prakarana. The previous verse was clarifying why there are two standpoints for the Shruti, the text, the scriptures, the basic fundamental scriptures of India. There are two standpoints which are being explained by the scriptures. The creation is true, which came from an non-existent entity. The another standpoint is the creation is unreal and there is no such way of having an non-existing entity. Biologically, we can prove that creation is unreal. Biologically, we can prove that a non-existing entity cannot provide anything from the emptiness. So, Vedanta, with the support of reasoning, we accept the standpoint of the scriptures that creation is unreal due to the illusion. Creation seems to be there and seems to be real. What about the other standpoint? Why you are denying? That standpoint is only for the purpose of presenting the means, taking an anadhikari, mandamadhyama adhikari, a person who is a beginner and who cannot accept that creation is an illusion. For them, as a mother, Shruti passages, those sentences will be supportive. And from that standpoint, first of all, those passages will be giving some confidence for the Manda Madhyama Adhikaris, those who are illiterate towards Vedanta about the reality. Thus, the Shruti is talking about two standpoints, and we are clear that, and we go along with the illusion is the only cause for the all names and forms existing in the reality. Manda Madhyama Adhikarinam Samarthakatanaya Idam Vachanani Shrutina presented. It's all there in the Shruti for the sake of Manda Madhyama Adhikari. That's all. You need not to bother about that. There is no two standpoint for the Shruti. Shruti is very clear. Upayaha saha avataraya. To present the purpose that to make understand those people who are not so qualified in understanding the reality, for them it seems to be creation is real. Okay. Now, more facts regarding the standpoint which we have taken. What is our standpoint? Creation is unreal. Creation came from one single entity which is existing and which is eternal, which is unchanging, is only the base for the superimposition of creation, and creation is unreal. To clarify, to make more clear, some facts are being presented in this verse. Neha naneti chamnayad Indro maya virityavi ajayamano bahuta maya jayate tusaha. I will read once more. Neha nanedi chamnayat Indro maya virityavi ajayamano bahuta maya jayate tusaha. Na iha. here, what is there in the creation, there is no diversity. There is no different things what we are perceiving around us. There is no diversity. Nana means different things like names and forms. Pots are there, stars are there, shops are there, people are there, different types of species are there. All these things seems to be existing only due to illusion or ignorance or maya or projection, anything you can say. All are just product of ignorance. And what is the ignorance? Not knowing the intrinsic nature of oneself. Thus, we will impose all these things are existing in the world. So, Shruti passages are being quoted here by Gaudapada. Na iha nana iti cha amnaya. Neha naneti kaschana. A sentence is there in another Upanishad. There is no such different things in the world. Kaschana. Amnayad. Amnayam means scriptures. In the scriptures, there is no different entities in the world is quoted in different Upanishads. Names and forms are not real. It is been told in the Upanishad. And in another Upanishad, Indraha Maya Bihi Pururupaha Iyate 2466 Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. In the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, and also some sentences same like this also appearing in the Kathopanishad. Indraha means the very self is known as Indraha. What can be shown like this, or am, or it? What is easily possible for me to show? What is very much near to me? All these meanings will suit for the word Indraha. Am, it, this, all this meaning is called Indraha. So, Indraha. Maya Bihi. Maya Bihi means due to the power of illusion. Through Maya, through projection, through ignorance. Pururupaha iyade seems to be there in different names and forms, but it's not real. Now a question arises. If the creation is real, if these names and forms are real, why the Shruti is presenting these type of sentences? We are asking towards the person who believes that the world and the names and forms are real and the creation is also real. Towards that fellow, we ask like this. If the names and forms are real, if the creation is real, why the scriptures are quoting these type of sentences? From these sentences, we should assume that Shruti wants to confirm, Shruti wants to tell us creation is not there at any point of time. This is the fact. There is no confusion. And whatever sentences talking about the creation is only to be taken as the secondary sense, not in the primary sense. Upacharam, Gaunam. You cannot take those sentences as real. Shrishti is unreal. Still, the scriptures talk about Srishti because for the sake of understanding, making understand those people who believe the creation is there in here, creation is real, for them, from their standpoint, Shruti slowly elevate them. Yes, creation is there. How the creation happens? The life form comes from the earth and water. What is the source of earth and water? Earth and water came from fire. Really, fire. Wherever there is fire, there can be water. That is why our body sweats when it becomes very heat, when it becomes very hot. When we run, when we walk, when there is a 45 degree in the atmosphere, the temperature, we sweat. Wherever there is fire, from the fire, there will be a product of sweating. So, the origination of earth is from the water. Water has an origination fire. The fire is the source of earth and water. The story is continuing still. Which is the source of fire? Vayu, the vital force, the air, the breathing force. Oh, really? Yes. And what is the source of Vayu? Akashaha. The space is the source of four elements. And what is the source? This step by step, after accepting his viewpoint that creation is there, and we take them slowly, one step forward, other step, slowly we will elevate. Yes, water is the source for the earth, earth is the source for the life forms. Then all these things are being protected and the cause will be fire. Including fire, all these things are product because the cause is air, the vital force. And again, the space is that entire cause for all four elements and life forms. And again, all these five elements are just superimposed on Atman. The self is being misunderstood through Maya as five elements and names and forms. Thus, the creation is sublimated. Creation seems to be real, but after understanding all these way of coming towards it seems to be creation is unreal. It seems to be there. At last, the one and the only source is called Atman or Brahman. And the source is being identified through systematic way of studying the scriptures from the traditional teacher. Thus, all the sentences talking about the creation is valid for a person who is a beginner or a Manda Madhyama Adhikari. But for the person who already knows certain basic understanding regarding Vedanta, for them, they know that creation is unreal. Creation is only existing due to the Maya. So, whatever passages talking about creation is unreal is being more clarified in these sentences. And the first sentence talks about two different examples presented in another Upanishad, which is supportive, which is justifying the creation is unreal. Naiha nana iti kaschana. Ekam sat vipraha bahuda vadanti. One real entity is being told in the many way and many forms by the vipraha, pandidaha. Ekam sat. And also ekameva adhyudiyam. Similarly, lot of sentences are there in the scriptures that entity is one and all other names and forms are mere superimpositions due to Maya. So, naiha nana idicha amnayat. From the amnayat, we can confirm that naiha nana iti, there is no different things. Indraha maya iti pururupaha iyate. Indraha mayavihi ityavi. Thus, very self appears as many due to the power of illusion. Only possible by the Maya, through Maya, Bahuda, many, Ajayamanaha, and it is birthless and it is eternal. Something which is eternal and birthless can only possible to be many due to the illusion, due to the Maya. No any other way is possible for an eternal thing to appear in different ways and different things. Eternal is eternal. No need of explanation. Something which never changes or try to get modified itself. This is called eternal. Now, again, it is told here that creation is only an unreal fact which is to be understood from the perception of creation. An unreal fact needs more clarification in order to make us understand. So, eternal entity never becomes different names and forms is the final standpoint of scriptures regarding creation. Now we will go through the Bhashyam. Katham Shrutihi Nishchayaha iti aha. What is been ascertained by the Shruti is been told here. Yadihi, if it is so, Bhutataha eva srishtihi. If the srishti is real, syad, then tataha satyameva nana vastuhu idi tad abhava pradarshanartaha amnayaha nasyad. The scriptures, the sentences which are there in the scriptures talking about the absence of the names and forms by some sentences like Naiha Nana iti Kaschana. Like those sentences talking about the absence of different names. How can the Shruti say that there is no names and forms? What we are perceiving is only like movie appearing in a white screen. The white screen is the base. The movie is unreal. Similarly, the creation seems to be real through Maya. But we understand what is Maya, what is these names and forms. By discrimination, we can confirm that there is no such a thing here. And if the fact, the creation is real, how can the Shruti can present the absence of names and forms, those sentences which are talking about the creation is unreal? Asti cha na iha nana asti kinchana. And the Shruti boldly presents that, the scriptures boldly present that, naiha nana asti iti kinchana. These names and forms are not real. They never existed at any point of time. And also, ityadi, amnayaha, all these sentences in the scriptures, dvaita, bhava, pradisheta, arthaha. They are all denying the duality which we are experiencing in this contemporary world. Dvaita bhava pradishetam. Dine pradishetam. Dvaita bhava. The duality which we are experiencing through mind, through object, happiness. My father, my mother, my sister, my brothers, my daughters, my son, my car, my house, everything seems to be existing due to illusion. The absence of duality is presented here. That is why Shruti takes a bold standpoint that for the sake of understanding this real fact that creation is not there in the past, present, or in the future. Superimposition cannot be real. Superimposition should be understood properly that it is unreal. As long as the discrimination is not there, whatever you perceive is real. Tasmat ekatva tasmat Atma ekatva pratipatti artaha kalpidaha srishtihi abhutaya abhuta eva prana samvadavad. We already gone through lot of sentences in the kārikā itself. Pranaha iti pranavitaha, manaha iti manovitaha. When you see a partial, when you have a partial vision of a thing, you take yourself that this thing is real. When everything is nothing but the self, and a few people take that these things are there and this is the real. We already gone through all these verses that they are all Mahatmas, well-known personalities for meditation, for their tapas, austerities. The point is, they see the truth very partial. One piece or one portion of the truth is being discovered by them. And they believe that this is the truth. Thus, the confusion is being delivered for the next generation by them. Thus, a confused series of people are there. And they spread that Lord is, or the Creator is in the form of Krishna. Creator is in the form of Allah. Creation is in the form of Jesus. Creation is in the form of Vishnu, Shiva, everything. And there are religion for them. Thus, we are under more confusions. Of course, this self is in the form of Krishna, Vishnu, Shiva, Allah, Jesus, etc., etc. But that doesn't mean that this is the only form for this eternal self. It is appearing in different names and forms due to illusion. But we should know through discrimination that Brahman is the only truth behind all names and forms, whether it is divine or evil, inferior or superior, whether it is dog or God. Everything is nothing but the same Brahman. Names and forms should be transgressed. That is called transcendental meditation. When we surpasses all names and forms, and we believe the self is all pervading through dog and God, then it is called transcendental meditation. You need not to spend money to study transcendental meditation. In Atindriya Dhyanam, in Sanskrit it is called Atindriya Dhyanam. When you surpasses all the names and forms are unreal by the words of the traditional teacher, which is the facts presented in Shruti, you are a discriminative person and you can do certain meditation regarding that. There is no names and forms in the world. You just relax on your own self, which is in the form of consciousness. This is called transcendental meditation. Don't get confused of all these things when people present all of you. Then what is yoga? Yoga have variety of meanings. One is Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga is a means for sitting for a length of time to listen Vedanta. Hatha Yoga itself is not a goal. Hatha Yoga is a means to attain the goal. Teachers hide this fact and they teach you Hatha Yoga to sit in a posture and to get a certificate from the person or from an institution. When your goal is moksha, you don't need any certificate. Don't go behind academical qualifications. If you are really interested to be freed from this death and birth cycle, certificate is not a criterion for that. You need a certificate in order to teach in an institution or in order to get some approval from somebody. You don't need any approval from anybody. If you feel that I am really worth for this world, you need not to be valid by anybody. You know, you need not to be valid as though you get a valid point or money through American Idol like that. You simply live a life. You enjoy your own world. You enjoy in your own glory. You don't need any certificate of anybody. Take away all these insecure pressures. It will make you a lot of insecurity to, to get approval of others and finding the way to get the approval from the others, performing very good. You are what you are by the Lord. So, Atma Ekatva Pradipatya Kalpidaha Srishtihi. In order to understand or assimilate or to establish the fact, Atma Ekatva, Brahman and the self are not two but one. They are one and the same. Ekatva Pradipatya Kalpida Srishtihi. All this creation is imagined, and step by step it will make you to understand there is only one thing existing in the world. Indro Mayabihi idi api abhudartha pratipadikena Maya Shabdena Srishtihi Vyabadeshat. By saying these sentences also, Indru Maya Bihi Pururupaha Yate. In other Upanishad, the self seems to be appearing in different names and forms. Pururupaha Yate. Idi api abhuda artha pradipadikena Maya Shabdena. By this Maya Shabdam, Maya means something which is being disclosed, covered, not disclosed, closed, covered, hiding, cannot see. And the projection is also happening, what is not there at all. Something is being projected as though it exists there, and the real fact is being covered. Avaranam Vikshepam. Both activities simultaneously happens. Then the effect of Maya is you misunderstand the thing, You don't have the understanding of really what exists there. That is being told here. Maya bihi. Even though there is only one entity, there is no creation, there is no any other creator other than Brahman, still creation is being presented by the Shruti. Few gods are being presented. Everything is possible only to make understand the people who are Manda and Madhyama. Manda means the third quality, the third group of people who are not very easy with their intellect. Second group of people are there. If you tell them 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 times, they will get the idea. Third class people are so tired, you cannot make them understand easily. It takes time, but they are very good people. You give them some chocolate and make them to sit in the class for 5 days or 6 days. Slowly they will pay some attention what you are talking about, because they will get some chocolate. Means you give some inducement and make them to sit there. This is how you start. Every ashram have this idea. Ashram provide free food. At least for free food, somebody will come to ashram and stay. And their primary concern is food, good food. Secondary concern is that some ashram activities also we can participate. Most of the people come to ashram for eating food properly and enjoy the world. Their secondary concern is we want to attend some classes. Suppose if you give some basic need of food and a good class, most of them will fly away. They'll flew towards some other places. Very few, you filter them. That is why really in some other ashrams, they don't prefer the food properly. Their first concern is class. And the people who are there in that ashram are just for listening the class. They are not interested in food. But wherever we studied, the food is something just like, a buffet in the hotel every day. Anyway, the first concern is to make understand there is no creation. And the secondary concern is that those people who are not able to connect their intellect towards the reality, for them, step by step, after accepting there is creation, from there slowly we will take them. Then, again, there is a question by the Purva Pakshi who is sitting directly towards the Vedanta. We have some questions. Nanu prajna vajanaha maya shabdaha. I have heard that Maya has a meaning of understanding, wise, knowledge. Maya is not only illusion, understanding is also the meaning of Maya. Prajna vachanaha Maya. And he says that it means that by understanding the creation is real, you can accept the creation is true and the duality is true. Then Shankara says that Satyam, yes, Maya have a meaning called knowledge, vision. Okay. In Indriya Prajnaya, now I will confirm how this vision or the knowledge or understanding can be possible meaning for Maya. Indriya Prajnaya Avidya Mayatvena Mayatva Abhyuvagamad Adoshaha. Indriya Prajnaya. By applying the senses and Avidya Mayatvena, not knowing the reality through that, you deal with the different names and forms when you don't know the reality. Through this vision and strength of senses, then it is easy that to accept Maya, the power of Maya, make the senses to go to different things, to understand different things, to enjoy different things. Then knowledge is, the meaning, knowledge is also possible for the Maya. It is not a defect. Maya bihi, Indriya Prajna bihi, Avidya Rupa bihi idyatra. Maya bihi is equal to Indriya Prajna bihi. The strength of the senses. The power of listening. The power of seeing. The power of talking and taste. The power of smelling and inhaling, exhaling, etc. All these are nothing but Maya. Through that you sense the world. That is why Maya can also be known as knowledge. Through these things which are Maya, you sense the world and you realize the world, so that Maya is also can be knowledge. Avidya Rupa Bihi Ityartha. But whatever knowledge you collect from the world is not true. This is the point. That's why Avidya Rupa Bihi Ityartha. Ajayamanaha Bahuda Vijayate Iti Shruti. In the Purusha Sukta, we find this sentence. There is a powerful mantra which is attributed to Lord Vishnu, and it's called Purusha Suktam. And some other Upanishad called Mahanarayani Upanishad, Yajurveda. All these plays, this mantra is presented. Ajayamanaha, without having any kind of birth, without having any changes, it seems to be appearing in different or many. Iti Shrutehe. By the scriptures itself, it is told that it's eternal. There is no birth for that. It will not become a cause or it will not become a product. Tasmad Mayaya eva jayate tu saha. It is only seems to be there, and it is only seems to be appearing as though it got a birth only through Maya, illusion. Tu shabdaha avadharanartaha. Avadharanam. Separating the sentence or the meaning from the general flow. Tu. All people are walking towards the college, but this guy is walking towards the playground. But the same sense, tu is to be understood as separating from the common flow. Avadharanam, to the ascertainment of the reality. Tasmad Mayaya eva jayade tu. Everybody confirm that Maya is real or the creation is real. But Vedantins and the scriptures says that Maya, through Maya, it seems to be everything real and possible. Tu shabdaha avadharanarthaha. Tu, it is only to make separate from the real flow. Maya bahuta vijayate iti shrutehi. Maya bahuta vijayate iti shrutehi. Another Upanishad present and another sentence confirming that non-duality is the reality, and through illusion it seems to be many. Bahuda vijayate. Tasmat nahi ajayamanatvam bahuda janma cha ekatra sambhavati. There is no possibility to be birthless and keeping the eternity at the same time giving birth for other things. Both are not possible simultaneously together. Jayamanatvam janma cha ekatra sambhavati. What is birthless, what is not possible to change, cannot possible to give birth for different names and forms. Agnau iva shaitya ushnyam aushnyam cha. Fire cannot have cold and hot at the same time. Due to the quantity, due to the less quantity, fire seems to be cold. It cannot provide the sufficient heat for us. For example, cooking or heating the room, etc., etc. That doesn't mean that fire is cold. It's only upachar, formality. Fire is always hot. It's the intrinsic nature. It cannot be cold and hot together. Phalavatvad cha. Phalavatvad cha. Atma egatva darshanam eva. Shruti nishchitaha artha. This is the most important point. But after assimilating the duality, what is the result gained by the person? You see different people in different categories regarding their richness, regarding money. You compare them and you get insecure due to them. Oh, he has a lot of money. He has a lot of property. What I have, what Lord has given to me. Duality can make you more insecure. Duality make you to compare each and everything and become more insecure in the life while living. Duality will bring lot of fear. There is another life form is living in the world which can kill you, which can catch you. The duality can only give you fear. The result is not so good after accepting the duality. Duality can only make you more and more insignificant, inferior, and insecure. At the same time, the result is better. The topmost result. Phalavatvad. When you see that everything is one and the same entity, there is nothing to fear. The names and forms are unreal, so I don't need to have a comparison with anybody in the world. All these things will make you to accept the non-duality in the world. That is being told here. Palavatva cha atma egatva darshanam eva shruti nishchaya. Being a proper result, what is being proper, what have the proper result, that is also been ascertained by the Shruti. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. If you come to know that it is the ocean of happiness, the person will also become ocean of happiness. Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. Duality don't have any result other than some worries and some pain and fear. There is a knife apart from you, it can make a hurt on you. After knowing the knife, what happiness you are going to gain. But when you come to know that I am the ocean of happiness, but due to ignorance, I didn't experience. Now I came to know and I would like to see more. This brings some happiness, not the happiness, not any happiness by the knowledge of life. So this is why Phalavatva cha atma egatva darshanam eva shruti nishchaya. Being a proper result, Shruti agrees and go along with the non-duality of self and Brahman. That is the proper vision to be assimilated, not the vision that duality exists in the world. And Shruti quotes that Tatra kaha mohaha shokaha ekatvam anupashyadaha. Shukla Yajurvediya Ishavasya Upanishad. Ishavasya Upanishad says this sentence that when you have the vision, proper vision, after getting the knowledge from the traditional teacher, Tatra kaha mohaha shokaha. There is no illusion, there is no worries after knowing I am the ocean of happiness. As long as the body continues in the world, people will hurt you only in the mind, not yourself. You are not any kārikā. Kārikā means I got hurt from that guy. You are not a karma in a sentence. Karma means a technical term used for the object in a sentence. You are not subject. You are not instrumental. You are not dative. You are not ablative. You are not sambandha. You are not adhikarana. Kārika abhavatvad atmanaha. Ubau tauna vijanidaha nayam hantina hanyate. Yayenam vetti hantaram yaschenam manyate hatam. Ubau tauna vijanidaha nayam hantina hanyate. One who thinks in the world that I killed somebody will have a hurt or themselves there will be a hurt carrying. You blame yourself. And sometimes you think that I am being hurt by this guy. Then in the first sentence, you are a subject. In the second sentence, you are an object of, and another guy will be the subject. I got a hurt by the knife, instrumental, or you become instrumental. Through me, he got some hurt. All these things are possible when you have a body. There is no kārikā on Brahma Tattvam in the self. Kārikā means you are not subject, object, instrumental, etc. in the world. It's only possible as a human being body. You are not body. You need not have any kind of Kimaham sathuna akaravam idi. You need not to blame yourself. Why I didn't do good things in the world? You need not be proud also. I have done something good. Then that will also bring a merry-go-round in this samsara. You live a life without expecting any result and do certain things in the world, like our teachers have done to me. They didn't expect from me. They given everything, whatever they have in the form of knowledge. That's why I'm right in front of you without expecting anything, because they taught me. And this parampara will continue because of this thought. You don't expect anything from the world or people. You just see a piece of paper. World is just a piece of paper. Their glory, their dignity, their proud, whether it is a heroine or in a movie, whether it is a prime minister, president in the country, or whether it is a dog, you see as a lord. You give respect to them. You don't become a slave for them. One of the best way of perceiving the world with a lot of respect and with a lot of discrimination. So you are not a slave for anybody. They cannot buy you. That's why our parampara is continuing even now. You are beyond everything. Coming July 29 to adore all our teachers, Guru Puja, Guru Purnima is coming July 29. We offer everything from our heart towards them to bringing the glory of this knowledge towards us without expecting anything. Okay. So, tatra kaha mohaha shokaha ekatva manupashyataha ityadi mandravarna. Also, this is from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Ishavasya Upanishad, Shukla Yajurveda. Now, mrityoho saha mrityumapnodi di. Katopanishad condemn the vision of duality. Mrityoho saha mrityumapnodi idi nindidatvad cha. The duality is been condemned because there is no proper result by knowing that the world is existing or the creation is true. Srishtyadi Veda Shrishte. If you believe that the creation is real and the people are real and this world and happiness and the happiness which is getting from my boyfriend or girlfriend is real and I am devoted to them, that is something duality. It is been condemned. You are the owner of happiness which is unlimited. That happiness, from that happiness, a drop of happiness is just reflecting through your girlfriend or boyfriend. You are behind that. In spite of all your unlimited happiness, you just go behind a small drop of happiness. That is why once you listen Vedanta, you just give up all the things and you will be standing in your own feet. Pandityam nirvidya balyena tishta seth. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. After knowing the reality, after knowing the unity between Brahman and yourself, with all strength you stand in front of the world. The world should fear in your discrimination. You are not like others who follow. You are not an emotional, immature person. You are a powerful guy to deal the world at the age of 85, 90, 100. No need of worry about anything. So, duality is been condemned and the non-duality is been praised, so that result is only for the non-duality and the discrimination behind that. not for the person who believe creation is real and the creation came from the Atman, the self. So creation is an illusion. Creation is not there at all. It's just mere superimposition. This is the fact. Gaudapada Acharya want us to tell that you don't believe in creation, even though it is presented in the Shruti. You go along with the standpoint of the Shruti, which is talking about the non-duality, and the creation is superimposition. This is the meaning of the mantra. We will look into the another mantra in the next class. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayendaam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Gobrahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshadu Parjanyaha Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Kshoparahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Sarve Bhavantu Sukinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkhabhag Bhavet Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Namaste all